Year-round, Irving's dog park draws a lot of pet owners.
We try to come out almost every day or else we don't get a good sleep at night because they like to play.
And I like that they have enough room to run around and play.
But lately, out of all the open space, the small area under the canopies is most popular. The sweltering heat is prompting pets and their owners to look for shade and water.
Her health is also important, we want to keep her happy.
But we can't stay out as long as we used to.
I don't want my dog to get overheated and while trying to play, so if we do come, sometimes we try to come later in the day.
Those steps are among those appropriate to take.
Heat exhaustion is one of the common problems.
Dr. Dev Mandava is the City of Irving's veterinarian. He says older dogs and puppies are most at risk. Also, certain breeds, such as pugs and boxers.
They have shorter nasal passage and they are more susceptible to heat stress.
Dogs can't sweat, so they dissipate heat by panting and they dissipate heat through their paws, but that's about it. So it's really important for pet owners to keep an eye on their dogs when they're outside.
Some of the tips for keeping dogs safe are common sense. Avoid the hottest times of day and keep your dog well hydrated. But once a dog starts showing signs of heat stress, it's important to know what to do. First up, it may sound counterintuitive, but do not go for the ice.
Ice and cold water can cause constriction of blood vessels and worsen the situation of heat dissipation. The best thing to do is use water at room temperature or just lukewarm water.
Tammy is a little uncomfortable with this today, but there are some things you can do to the dog's paws, correct?
Yes, you can take a little bit of alcohol on a small cloth or a little gauze pad or a paper towel, and you can wipe the paws of the dog and abdomen where there is less hair. That'll help the dog dissipate heat.
After that, veterinary attention is usually in order. When dogs are left in cars, the situation can quickly become more serious.
On a day where it's sunny, if it's bright and sunny, it can get over 100 degrees in a car in just a few minutes. Even on an overcast day, the inside of the car can get very hot. So you don't want to leave your pets unattended in a vehicle for any length of time.
Caring people who spot dogs in cars will call Irving Animal Services.
Sometimes if you're lucky, you'll find the dog alive, but sometimes I've seen in the past that we haven't been so lucky. We found dogs that were dead inside the cars.
We got the call around 3 in the afternoon. It was under the seat of the vehicle. It was actually looking for more shade, as much shade as it could. But it was just way too hot inside. The dog actually died in the vehicle.
A person who leaves their dog in a vehicle can be charged with animal cruelty if the animal suffers any kind of harm.
And also it's a very cruel thing to do to a furry family member.
Animal Services officers have technology that helps them with these cases.
This is a heat sensor. It's basically a laser. Anytime we get a case on a dog living inside a vehicle, we'll go out there and the officer will go and point this inside the vehicle and it'll show the temperature that's inside.
What's the highest temperature you've ever seen on there?
The highest temperature was 110.
Officers also get calls about conditions at homes.
We have a lot of neighbors who call on their neighbors, of course, places that don't have a dog house for the animal, left tethered in the heat with no food, water, or shelter.
Animal Services says it's always important to think about what your pet is experiencing.
It is like wearing a thick clothing. Compare with human beings. If you are wearing a rug or something on a hot day, how uncomfortable it would be. It's the same thing with animals.
Back outside, pet owners appreciate the reminders.
Just pay attention to them. They'll let you know when they're done and they don't want to do any more and whatnot. Don't overwork them.
Take care of your dogs. They're part of your family.